Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Life Sucks So What. It's been a while.
Yeah,
It's been a while. It's been what, like 2 weeks since we released anything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you want to explain to people why?
We've been busy, you fuck. You were busy, I was busy.
Yeah.
Don't put all the pressure on me.
No.
Make me look like the bad guy. What is this?
No,
Calm down, Billie
the pressure
Eilish.
is definitely not on any of us. I think life just gets in the way. Like you've been busy with your training Sabrina.
Work,
right now?
wedding.
Oh yeah, wedding.
Last week I had to go get it's like an Indian suit thing. They call it an
Oh,
uchkin.
are you having two weddings?
Two weddings. An Indian one here and then a Turkish one in Turkey.
Oh, so you're not having like the typical like European North American style like.
A Turkish wedding is like a white wedding, pretty much.
Oh, really? What's the difference then?
Nothing.
There's nothing.
The music's different.
So you're doing the Indian wedding here.
Yeah.
And then when shit opens back up, you're going to Turkey to do
We're going there no matter what.
Okay, you're going.
Yeah, we're going there no matter what. We don't need to wait.
And it's in Turkey. It's just all your family.
Pretty much. Like the shitty thing is the fact of I think they're more stricter than here. Like you can't, like, there's curfews. You can't have, like, the wedding can only be an hour long. It can only have this many people.
Yeah.
But like my uncle's the mayor.
Your uncle's the mayor?
Yeah. So since my uncle's the mayor,
So it doesn't even matter.
like, who gives a fuck? Like, what are you gonna do? Call the police? Okay, who's the police?
Who's the head of the
What are
police?
you gonna do? Like, my uncle's the mayor. Like, so what? Suck my dick.
Okay.
If your uncle's the mayor, then you can do whatever the fuck you want, right?
So
I like, you don't think Bonnie Henry right now is doing parties of her own?
That would be
Like, she seems like the type that she swings. Like, she's a straight swinger, right? Like, look at her. She's like, she knows how to take a nut left and right.
I'm so disturbed by that image in my
Yeah.
head. Like I need to get rid of it.
Gilf's MILF's Gone Wild.
Like
I can see her on there.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, wait, hold on. So besides the wedding, I'm hoping everything's going smoothly with that.
Smooth. Got Sabrina. She quit her job.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about. Like Sabrina quitting her job, and now you told me that she's working with you or for you.
She's working. So I'm an owner operator, right? So basically, if I'm going to get someone to cover me, they work for me. They don't work for the company.
Okay.
So technically, I'm her boss. So I'm her boss at home, and then I'm her actually, no, she's the boss at
I was
home.
like, ah!
She's the boss at home, and then I'm the boss at work. But yeah, because fucking she used to be getting paid like good, and went down like 50%.
Is she in sales?
Sales? Yeah.
Oh,
She's
okay.
a fucking pharmacy call center.
Okay.
They call the states and shit, but the company's a joke. They never gave her respect.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone from HKL hears this, you guys are all fucking retarded. Like, that whole company shit.
We're just calling out everybody now.
Dude, I remember seeing the
Henry.
owner at the fucking Christmas party, just a sleazeball. I'm like, yo, like, I would, like, you're someone I would never, he's like the short fucking guy. I don't remember his name. Other people are cool,
Yeah.
but the company's a joke. But besides that, so Sabrina quit. I told her, fucking, you'll piece that scene. Just dip, right? And when you dip, don't even give them 2 weeks. Be like, yo, I'm out. So they fire you and get severance. Always remember that. Quick tip to anyone. Just quit or don't show up. Let them fire you so you get severance.
No, but there are labor laws that also protect the employer from.
Fuck it. Just do what I said. Try it. Hopefully it works. Okay.
Right. Okay.
But yeah.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah. So she's been working with me. I've been training her for the last like 4 days, and
How's that? I can already tell from your expression that it's not going as pleasantly as you hope it would.
I don't know what to say. Like, dude, when you're with someone,
Come on, talk to therapy. Therapist Thomas.
when you're with someone,
Yeah.
like, cause we go to work, we come home, we have dinner, we have breakfast. Like, I don't know what you want me to, like, dude.
So
like,
has the sex
96 hours straight,
Has the
like,
sex
together.
life just kind of died because of how often you see her?
dude. We come home and sleep. We eat, sleep. Like, not only do we fight at home, then we have to fight at work, right? It's like, oh, you can't. The more you're getting mad at, like, you have to respect me more compared to someone else. I'm like, no, you work for me right now. This is my job. I need you to do it properly, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm like, yo, like, if this money's not coming in, we're screwed, right?
Does she? Okay, well, here's the thing. Like, have you set that expectation with her that, like, you know, like it's like, yeah, you guys are dating, you guys are gonna get married, but like, have you been able to set that, like, you know, like, now we're at work, we're on working hours, like, yes, you might be a bit more lenient towards her, but at the end of the day, like you're talking about your job. Like this is.
I didn't even bring it up. She brought it up.
She brought it up. Okay.
She's like, you can't be yelling at me like this and that. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not the best trainer at all. Like, I expect excellence from everyone, right?
Right.
Like, right off the bat. And then I realize I'm like, oh, I can't get that from some people, right?
Yeah.
Like she falls in that group right now. But the thing is, she made her way over to like, okay, she's capable of doing it. She like yesterday she got the hang of it, right? There's like some things she needs to work on, right? Which is, to be honest, like Sabrina, if you're watching this, babe, common sense. A lack of common sense. But the thing is, she's gotten way like, if there was a fucking GoPro in our car and just followed us from day 1 to day 4, there's a huge difference. Like she got dramatically better. Which
and that's pretty quick though, from day 1 to day 4. Like, I mean, if you told me this has been going on for a week and you're still like frustrated. And
no, like so I could like I'll maybe go with her for like one more day and just let her do her thing after that. But I'm like, it's fine. Like the thing is, it's just repetition. That's all it is. Just repetition. Keep doing it. Use common sense. But no, she's chill. She's got it because it's a completely new thing. Like she like where she's going to deliver. It's not like she's ever been there in her life. So it's just like and like no.
But you guys follow like certain route, or there is like certain routes.
No,
like,
so basically the shit comes in. You put it in your phone, make sure it's yours, and go and deliver it. That's all it is. So whatever. But she's got the gist of it. She's dope. Like she's gonna like I feel like she's 100%. She's got it. It's just the fact of just 1 or 2 days. I'll come with her, net those bugs. I don't know what the fuck the saying is. Nip it in the butt. Nip it in the butt. Just nip those in the butt.
Nipples in the butt.
Nipples in the butt. Whatever it is. But yeah, man, fucking it's just fuck. And then just like, dude, fucking, we spent all day last 4 days together, and then Friday I messaged the guys. I was like, yo, are we drinking or are we playing League? And then they're like, let's drink. So
because that's what I'm curious about. Is that like, so you had to take a break because there's been kind of like, I'm assuming that like for work for you, like for most people, is kind of like a getaway from your not necessarily like that sounds so bad, but like.
If you say that, then you should break up with
whoever
you're
with.
No.
Of course, but it's kind of like you're putting yourself in, and it's not even an escape, but it's a different part of your life.
Yeah.
That you can just do you, be you in a different environment, and then, it's like changing environment. I guess it's like a change of environment, change of scenery. But now that you guys are basically like, you guys are getting married, living together, working together, like how do you balance that? Like, I mean, yes, you decided to go drinking with your friends yesterday, but I mean, I'm assuming this is going to continue for a long time. Like, what are your plans to like kind of give yourself that space that you need?
Oh, the thing is that, well, I'm getting married to the person because I want to be with them. So it's cool, right? Like I got no problem hanging out with her for like a week, but then I was just like, okay, we've been together. You're not even watching The Circle with me right now. The season 2 came out on Netflix. Watch it. They might sponsor us hopefully someday. But back to the story.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I was just like, yo, you're sleeping. We've been together for 96 hours. I'm pretty sure it's cool if I just hop out. Peace. I'm going to go get fucked up. And then don't ask me, what time are you coming home? Who cares what time I'm coming home? Dude, like, I've been with you for 96 hours. When I get fucked up enough and I'm like, okay, it's time to come home, or everyone's going home, I'm going home. But like, fuck, there's just a balance of just like, it depends though. Like there are like how I said it, if you're getting married to someone or whatever, like, yeah, okay, that balance, like, yeah, you still need your balance, but at the same time, it's like, yo, if you need a lot of balance more, then maybe this person isn't really too significant and wants to be in your future with, right?
And I'd say, I think it's very dependent. Like my last job, I kind of lost my like work-life balance. Like I had no social life.
What was your last job again?
I was a project manager. Yeah. Like it was an absolute, like, it was wake up, be anxious about like not waking up in time and potentially missing a phone call or missing an important text and not getting to the person back in time. And then it was throughout the day, just more and more work, communication, blah, 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 like troubleshooting. And then at the end of the night, like it wasn't like your typical 9 to 5. It's like after 5 o'clock, I can just shut off. Yeah. It's like after 5 o'clock, it's like, okay, I have to then do catch up on some of the things that I missed because like someone decided to spill like chemicals all over like a client's floor and all that kind of stuff. And then it was either catch up or preparation or creating new documents and new kind of guidelines to like protect the company and protect myself and my own sanity.
Yeah.
So after work, I had no social life. I didn't have the energy to do anything.
You didn't even jerk off. Not
No,
even
no,
once.
actually no. Yeah, there was like a time where I was just not sexually active at all. Like I was like I was tired. Like I come home, like I remember like I would sit at my sometimes I'd go home for dinner at my parents' house. And
Yeah.
I have this little patio, and I literally would come home, and I would go to the fridge, grab a beer, and then just sit on my porch, and just stare into like nothing.
Honestly, you want to know what I was just about to, like, what I thought you were about to say?
What?
I thought you were going to your parents' house,
Yeah.
gonna grab a beer, and then go jerk off. In my head, I'm like, you're so fucked up. You're like, you definitely need to go back to therapy, like full time. Don't even do this podcast anymore. I'm like, yo, that's something.
Can you imagine?
But like, that's what I'm like. We just talked about that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
okay, maybe I guess you have to
I
do it
don't
in your
blame
old
you.
room, I guess. To
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But I don't know. Like I'm someone that definitely sees value in creating a balance or finding that balance through like work, through your working through your work, through your relationship, and through you know, the outside world. Like anything. Like I think balance is key. Like you can't be on either side of the spectrum and still be happy.
Well, yeah, balance goes either way. It can be like I said, like we said earlier, time, right? How you balance your time, the balance of the relationship, like the relationship of she's working for me, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, like if she's fucking up, I would be like, yo, babe, like maybe this isn't for you. Like I can't. Maybe like.
So you would be honest and
Yeah, like I'm like if she was bad, I'd be like I would have to be honest because it's our job on the line. Because like my job brings
That's
in
your bill payments.
all like a lot of our fucking income for everything, right? I'm like, if this goes out and you fuck up and it lands up on me, we're screwed, right?
That makes
So
sense.
it's just like just a balance of just a relationship, like of work and relationship aspect too. Like for example, at my previous jobs, where it was just the fact of like, okay, this is fucked up, but like I worked at this Nando's, right? It belonged to my buddy, not even buddy, like a friend,
Someone you know.
someone I know.
Yeah.
His dad owned this Nando's, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, at this time, I'm working like crazy. I'm working at Chevron. I'm working at, I can say the name. I can't say the name of the other company, but I'm working at Nando's too, right? So whatever. And I'm just like, I'd go there, whatever. Then I go work graveyards. Then go work my other job, and I'm doing the cook. I'm like, yo, fuck this job, right? And then, but I'm like, I don't want to. And then the guy's a piece of shit. I'm like, but the thing is, I went in the aspect of like, this guy's gonna be cool to me because like, you know, I know your son or whatever. So I was just, my balance was off, right? The position I'm in now, I was in Sabrina's position where it was just like, yo, like respect me more, this and that.
Yeah.
So, but then I was like, you know what, fuck this guy. So I did was, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go for a smoke break, shifts closing. And the thing is, we have to season the chicken, whatever, and you're supposed to leave a space. So what I did was I took my mom's car, I pressed the fob button so the back trunk's open.
Yeah.
And that day I stacked the chicken super tight, like stacked all together, wrapped it. Then I'm gonna go for my smoke break, kept the back door open. I took about like three trays of chicken and put it in the back of my car. I probably stole like $400 to $500 worth of chicken. But I was like, fuck it. And then I just bounced and I quit. And then I told him, I'm like, hey, can I pick up my paycheck? He's like, yeah, cool. I come show up. And he shows me the footage. He's like, so do you still want me to pay you?
Do you
want to talk about something? I was like, okay, bro, peace. I just walked out. I was like, fuck it. But the thing is, I was in that position. Like, you can't take advantage. Like, a workplace is a workplace, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, but I've been on both sides, right? So I'm like, I respect where she's coming from. But at the same time, now I'm in that role. I'm like, okay, this role, like me stealing your chicken, right? It can be replaced, right?
Yep.
But like you fucking up and causing all this expense that can like ruin, like you losing a job is not a big deal. You can go find another job.
Yeah.
But me losing everything, a business and all that, which I'm a self-owned business pretty much, right? Contracted to a company. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do with all these expenses and everything?
That part makes like absolute sense. But then, so like, how are you, or how would you tackle that working relationship and the relationship you guys have? Like, I mean, are you finding yourself like, are you like tiptoeing in terms of like what you can say and what you can't say, what you can and can't say?
No, I say everything.
You say everything.
Which is bad. Like I say,
I can definitely see why it's bad.
Like I say some bad shit, but I'm just like, For me, it's tough love. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep saying this shit to you, like, let it stick.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the first day, when you get a package dropped off, right? You expect the person to ring the doorbell, knock the door.
Why they can't ring my doorbell here, but yeah.
She won't even knock the. She would like leave it and bounce. I'm like, knock the fucking door. Like fucking knock on the door. Like let the person know their fucking thing is there. I said it like a million times, and then by day 2, perfect, gone, nipped in the butt. But because I or nipple in the butt,
nipple in the butt. Yeah.
But because like I was like tough love, whatever. But at the same time, she takes it in like I'm like destroying her. Like like why are you devaluing? I'm like, babe, like I love you. We're getting married.
Listen,
but
honey,
knock on the fucking door when you drop off a package.
Yeah,
like, it's that simple. But I don't know. It's for me at the same time. There's faults in myself because I'm not the best trainer. I'm not, and like I'm like.
But like okay, but when you say that, like the first thought that comes in my head is that like you don't have the patience.
I have patience.
Yeah. But
my biggest thing with anyone is just a lack of common sense.
Okay.
If you have like. If you're getting something wrong because, you know, you have to scan this, and like it's the first time you're doing it and you're learning, it's completely out of your bubble, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if I'm just like, just ring the doorbell, that's common sense.
Well, okay.
Like that's where.
So let me pick your brain about this, right? So as someone that has been doing the job that you've been doing for a long time, would you say that there are certain aspects of your job that that you all of a sudden would call common sense? Because I mean, for me, right, like if I was in her position, one side of me is like, yes, I've definitely seen other delivery drivers do that, like notify me that the package is here, like ring my doorbell and knock on the door.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've also had packages dropped off and I had no idea they were even there.
But here's the thing, those are retards, right? Like I can guarantee you, I'll call out Intelcom, garbage company. Everyone that works at that company is garbage, right? Intelcom Express, if you hear me, you're garbage, right? And everyone that's probably watching this has had something from Intelcom and it's garbage. Okay. The thing with me, I can straight up say like I'm one of the best drivers, straight up. Like
there's nothing wrong with being proud of your work.
I'm proud of my work. I do the best I can, right? Yep. So I'm like, with me, like, okay, like common sense, like what you said earlier, like figuring out the map. Like when I'm leaving this house, am I going to go to the left? Am I going to go to the right? Yeah. Should I pull into this house? Should I just park straight in front of it because the next one's this way? That's not common sense. Yeah. In the beginning, for me, I thought it was common sense, like being able to look at a map, right? But some people can't. Yeah, so like I first got mad about that and I'm like, oh, wait, that's not common sense. So me instantly, I already knew like someone's not going to be able to pick this up. But like when it comes to ringing a doorbell, which is going to be the name of this fucking title of this episode.
Ringing a doorbell?
Just ring the doorbell. Or ring or knock. Yeah. That's the thing. Ring or knock. It's like, that's common sense to me. So I'm just like.
Yeah, and I can't even like fully agree with you because of the fact that like I would actually place that as a common workplace practice rather than common sense.
When you get a pizza delivered, does the guy does he knock the door?
Well, because they have to give me the pizza. Yeah, but with a package, you don't need to give it to them physically. You can just leave them at the door.
Not every time.
Oh yeah, because
sometimes I need a signature, right? Yeah. So it's just like.
Well, what would she do? Like, would she just like stand there and hopefully someone comes out and gets?
If someone doesn't come there, right? Yeah. Depending on the package, if the shipper has agreed to you or the customer has agreed to you, then you leave it off to the side. Yeah. So it's just like, but the mentality of it was like, she was like, if that person's not at home and we've got an authorization, she was just throwing it and bounce. I'm like, but the thing is. Still, but when you go up to that door, you're still gonna knock or thing, right? Okay. So it was just.
I mean, here's it. Like, you guys who are watching this and listening to this,
we'll make it a poll. We'll make it a poll for sure.
Let us know what you think, because I mean, I personally think it's like a common. What you're talking about is like common workplace practice, like. It's.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna win this poll.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm gonna win this poll. I guarantee you, I'm gonna win this poll.
I just can't get it across my head because I think it's so situational based. It's like, yes, like if you give me like a pizza delivery guy who needs to hand my package, who needs to hand me the pizza, yes, they need to knock on the door. But then in her case, like if you're just delivering a package that requires no signature, like it's just you're delivering a package. Because at the end of the day, when the package is delivered, she has to click something on her POS system, and then that sends an email or a notification to the person that like the package is delivered. So it's just a delay in terms of when the person gets notified.
But here's the thing though. So when you, like, for example, your Amazon delivery that you got, right? I can guarantee you when that clicks delivered, that doesn't come to you right away. There's a huge delay, right?
Probably, yeah.
So then at the same time, then there's that factor of like my package got stolen, right? So then you don't want to be that asshole. Because at the end of the day, you never want your stuff stolen, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
it's the figuring out of like, okay, how do I prevent this? Just by
Yeah. Okay. No, I get where you're coming from.
But like you just, I don't know, it's fucked up. Like working with friends or friends, family, whatever. Like that balance, like I don't know. There's so many, like, dude. Even the word balance in general, it's fucking like I can't balance on my leg. Like physics balance, I'm fucking horrible. But like when it comes to just
like on one leg or like both legs, you can't.
No, one leg. If I have
Okay.
to, like,
I was like, you have trouble walking.
I can't do that shit. Or
No,
like,
let's go back to that. The whole talk about balance, like. I'm just curious, like, if you can give, like, me or give the people who are listening some insight on, like, how you create balance for yourself in your own life. Because I know, especially, like, I mean, they're starting to get to know that, like, your job is in logistics, delivery, and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's still stressful. Like you're not like you're not in a war. You're not trying to create a like a rocket that takes you to space. But it's still a stressful job because people want to get their packages, and you have to manage your time, your resources, and then also apparently, like, your reputation.
Yeah.
If you don't deliver a package, ultimately, and that's your area, ultimately the customers come back to you or to the company. Like, where the hell's my package?
Yeah. Well,
right? And now you add on this whole like, side thing of like your girlfriend your fiance working with you. How do you, like, I just want to kind of pick your brain, like, how do you create balance in your life?
My balance is the fact of the minute I come home, I enjoy it. I'm like, am I gonna, like, for example, like I'm on a diet right now, right? 22 pounds down, heads up.
Hey, boy.
Like, I'm not gonna come home, like, you might be highly stressed. Find those niche things that's just gonna kind of uplift. Like, for example, me, I vape.
Yeah.
I used to smoke, now I vape, right? That nicotine is a stress reliever for me. Okay. So I highly encourage it. Don't ban flavors. Sign the petition. Let's keep vape shops open and small businesses.
Don't ban the flavors, but do not recommend. We're not condoning you pick up vaping. That is not something.
Absolutely not. Only. I'm not even gonna say anything about it because I'm gonna fuck everything up.
Yeah,
but
you're gonna, I think it's the people who condone vaping across the whole audience are actually screwing the people who are vaping.
But stress reliever. But the thing is, I went over to it to quit smoking, which I now.
Yeah. Same here. Yeah.
Yeah, but just overall, like, for example, if I come home, right, like, eat something that I like. Like, some people, like, for example, imagine you're stressed and like you're in my predicament where you're trying to lose weight, and you're gonna go home and have like broccoli and chicken. Let's say you hate broccoli, right? Like, I wouldn't mind that meal. Like, I love it, right? Someone would hate it. It's like just hate on hate. It's like, you know what? Fucking do something else then. You know what? Why don't you go out with your friends for dinner, or if no one's there, order yourself a takeout, right? Yeah. Like, just find those small things that, you know what, calm you down, enjoy your day.
Like your reset button.
Yeah, reset. Find that enjoyment in anything that you do. Like, fuck, I was with Sabrina with 4 days, but every time we come home, we all chill. I make tomato soup. I love tomato soup. I've been on a weird tomato soup binge recently. I don't know why.
Like the canned ones? Or
yeah, the canned ones.
Oh, okay.
Canned ones. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's only 80 calories, so it's not bad.
Okay. All right.
Dude, it's finding those small things. So from that, like, I'll go on YouTube. I'll watch whatever, see what's up.
Yeah.
Fucking go on TikTok, whatever, laugh at shit, watch something funny. We'll go for a walk to clear my head. Like, that was something I used to do quite a bit. Now I don't do it as much anymore. Yeah. But I'm like, dude, I used to, like, I'll go out drinking with the boys, come home, whatever. And then I'll be like, the next day I'll go for a walk, just clear my mind. Yeah. Just anything. But all those small things, it's like, if I didn't have any of that, if I came home all fucked up and stressed and just went straight to sleep, sleep at the same time can help people too. But it's still there.
You'll still carry
over.
Day.
So I'm like, what do? I'm like, I'll go play like a video game. Video games just helps people too. I'm like, go play with your buddies, go do whatever, watch porn. Yeah. Like, well, straight up, like, it helps, right? Like, just by me beating your meat, right? Like, it's a stress reliever. Like, the minute that it goes, like, I don't know if yours goes, some people ooze, but like that helps the person. Like think about it. Like you're all stressed or whatever, you're built up, and you come home and you jerked off and just went.
Please don't do that again. Please never do that again.
That would help the person, right?
Yeah.
Like all those, just find something that helps. Like me, we were together for 4 days. I have no problem with her being with her for like another month together.
Yeah.
Like isolated, no issue. But I was like, you know what? We're together. I'm gonna go out with the boys, come back and enjoy it. But then this is where it gets fucked up, and this is where if you have a psycho girlfriend, you should need to dip. If you've been with her for 5 days, and she's like, "Where are you going? Like you don't like being with me or whatever? Like what's your problem, right?" Then it's just like. That's when I feel like people change. Like I've seen that happen too, where people can't control their balances in life, where it's like they're stuck and you see it happen. Oh shit, phone call. Might be a sponsorship on the line.
Oh yeah.
But then they get stuck, and I'm just like, well, fuck. Like, how can't you figure it? Like, then you just see someone just slowly deteriorate and destroy themselves, and then they get separated from you.
Essentially, it's like I think what you're also trying to say is like, don't be scared to ask for your space, to ask for your time. Because ultimately, to everyone that's surrounding you, if you go and go jerk off or go play that video game or go for that walk, you're naturally gonna bring more positivity or more energy or more life to whoever you surround yourself with.
Yeah, just reset. Exactly. It's the biggest thing is just hit your reset button. Whatever that button is, just do it. Because like stress will mentally and physically destroy you. Yeah. Like stress is not like I've been through some fucking stressful times in my life where I'm like, fuck this, right? Like I'm not like contemplating suicide, but I'm just like, fuck, like I can't do it. I'm done. Like, dude, there was a point where I was like, yo, fuck logistics, fuck doing anything else. I'm just fucking done. Yeah, and like at that point, like I took a stress leave from work. Like luckily my job was unionized where I can take a stress leave. Dude, I'm like, there was so much shit going around me and I just couldn't handle.
What was your reset button at that point?
At that point, just get away from work. Just,
okay.
That was my thing. I'm like,
just stepping away from the environment.
I just had to. Like some people, luckily, I'm fortunate enough where I could do that. Some people can't. Yeah. But the thing is, with me, even that time beforehand, I never did a reset. Like come home and eat something enjoyable or whatever, or like those small things that
we're still finding
that I don't take for granted now. Like or going for a walk, hanging out with friends. Like I was still doing it. But then it was just the stress was so much and I wasn't taking pleasure in it and letting myself mentally be like, this is nice. Let's enjoy this. It was to me, it was like, I come home from work. I'm going to eat now. I'm going to go hang out with my friends. I still had that load instead of like, sit down, have that meal, enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Hang out with my friends, have the laughs, fight, talk, whatever, enjoying it. Being there, living in the moment, being there in the moment. Being like, because everything this podcast is. I say it every week. Yeah. Like, fuck, dude, life can suck, but it's just the fact of so what? Just taking those grains of salt, right? And it might be so minuscule, and you're not gonna be like
so much
and you just want to wipe it off the fucking table and be like, yo, this fuck it's junk. No, just take it in. That's it. Like because I'm on a diet, I can't have too much sodium. But just take those things. Don't take it for granted. Enjoy it. Like fuck it. Yeah. No, it's sick.
What you're so right on that, and it's like just that one grain of salt too is like it can add so much flavor to your life, so much positivity in your life, so much. And one thing I want to kind of reach out to the people who are listening and watching is I'm curious about like what your guys' reset is. Like I mean we've heard like Mustafa's reset. I can kind of give you my resets. Like Mustafa knows this because we've been talking a lot more and interacting a lot more recently, but some of my resets is like I just completely disconnect. Like I disconnect from the people that I interact with, like my friends. I disconnect with the world. I disconnect with my family, and I just happen to be that. Like I used to hate doing that. Like, I used to hate being in my thoughts, but it just therapy has helped me change that. Like I've turned my inner demons into my best friends. It's kind of fucking creepy still, but one of my biggest resets is just sitting down and watching something on my own, like just doing something on my own. Yeah. Like just and that helps me reconnect with myself so that when I go and see people again or when I go back to work, I'm like, okay, I know who I am. I'm recharged and I'm ready to go. Yeah. But one of my biggest resets too, it's not even like jerking off or whatever, but one of my biggest resets is actually like just being outdoors, like with nature. Like I my outdoor activity with nature is golf. Yeah. I just love like kind of the silence and the open space.
I thought you were gonna say hikes and shit. That's gonna be so mad.
Well, hikes too, but then I don't actually do hikes that much just because like I'm someone that's like not a biggest fan of cardio.
Yeah.
But I think people need to really appreciate the value of nature, the greenery, the scenery that exists like on this planet.
In terms, just the beauty of the world.
The beauty of the world. Yeah,
That's all it
exactly.
is.
Just beauty of the world. Just that 5-minute walk at your local park, or just that 5-minute walk like down your street and back. Like, yes, you might not be looking at anything crazy, but like you actually like then, like I feel like for me, it's like I ground myself. It's like, oh my god, like I'm alive on this planet.
Yeah.
Blue skies. Like this is.
You're not in a war-torn country.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not like stuck in a cubicle, or not stuck
Yeah.
like in a van driving around,
Or stuck
like,
in communism, socialism, which is slowly happening
or
here, by
North
the way.
Korea.
Heads up.
But yeah, no, like let us know what your reset is. We'd be happy to learn from you guys, and hopefully you've learned a little bit about us and our little resets. So
Yeah. Also, tag. Do I need a haircut? Like it
how
looks
long
pretty.
is it now? How long is it now?
I don't know, but I need a haircut. You know, I'm not supposed to shave my beard.
Why?
I'm supposed to keep it as long as possible for the wedding. Yeah, I don't know why. You can tell me why I need to keep it as long as possible. Watch us at our next episode. Peace, guys.
Yeah. See you later. Jesus.
People want a complication. People want a